Yo people, what's good? It's your boy S Frank. We're back in the cut. I'm back again. This time it's a bit of a different video. You can see it's just me. Yeah. Oh god, that voice crack. Oh my days. I'm just back here. So it's more of like a vlog type video, I guess. I mean, just thought, well, fuck it, why not? Today I've got a story for you guys, but before I tell the story, check the new headset. I got a new headset because my old one was absolutely finished. I had to tape it together and it was on its last leg. So I got a new headset. These are the Corsair Virtuoso RGB wireless Pearl editions. They're wireless and they look good. And they sync with my IQ as well. So I'm not even complaining. But today I got a story for you guys, and it is how I lost all my senses. And you're thinking, what? S-Rank, that don't make no sense. You can clearly see you play COD all the time. No, but for a time, temporarily, I had lost all my senses except maybe touch. I guess I kept touch, but for the most part, I'd lost all my senses, and I'm going to tell you guys how. So we have to go way back in time. Rewind. First year of college, right? And I was playing basketball. If you don't know, I play basketball, and I had gotten a knee injury. I had a knee condition called osteoarthritis syndrome, which essentially means my bone has calcified in a strange way and it hurts my tendons. Loads of scientific talk. Basically, I hurt my knees.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Long story short, I was sitting out of practice for a long time. A long time. And while that was happening, I was trying to get back into it, playing basketball a bit here and there down at my local YMCA, which is just kind of a center where the youth come to play. And yeah, everything was fine. And then I hurt my knee. Like I just felt something stretching my knee. Like I don't know how to explain it. It felt like my knee had stretched and never pulled back. That's the only way I can explain it. Like it was crazy. But I had stretched my knee essentially. I don't know what happened, but obviously I know it was osteoarthritis now. I had gone to hospital. Not hospital, actually. I got my dad to pick me up. I'd gone home. I'd gone to the physio, and they had basically told me, it looks like you have osteoarthritis. We're going to do a ultrasound on your knee. They did an ultrasound to look at my bones and stuff, I think. And it was osteoarthritis, and they were like, look, you got osteoarthritis. We're not going to tell you have surgery for it because you're not 18 yet. But if it is bad after you're 18, which is not now, you're going to have surgery. I was like, cool, whatever. Like, I don't really like get scared by like news. Oh, you got an injury. Oh, you've got a condition. Like, I'm just kind of like, okay. So I had time period off, and when I'd gotten back into training, now this was like a couple weeks later. I keep getting voice cracks. Right, so this was about a couple weeks after now, couple to a few weeks after, and we get back into training now. And I'm thinking, like, this is it. Yeah, I can train now. What happened is absolutely crazy. So it's in the middle of a drill, and we're on a fast break. Like, the whole team's on a fast break, and I'm sprinting down the wing. And if you know what that is in basketball, those of you who don't know, I'm basically sprinting down like the side of the court next to the sideline. I'm sprinting down, and all of a sudden things start going quiet, and I'm like, what the f-? I keep playing, so everything's sounding more muffled and quiet now. Like, imagine putting your hands over your ears. That's the only, like, it was like I was playing my hands over my ears. Everything was muffled, and I was so confused. And then all of a sudden I start losing my sense of balance. I'm still stood up, but my balance sense is kind of going off, and it's starting to like show in the way I'm playing. So then one of my teammates stopped me, and he's like, yo bro, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. He's like, oh, I'm just checking up on you because you seem to be playing off. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. Thinking, oh yeah, it's just gonna go. It's just one of them things where your body does something weird. I know everyone's had that moment where, like, for example, you feel like a really hard heartbeat, and then you're like, this is it, and then everything goes back to normal, and you're like, ah, false alarm. I know everyone's had that. Yeah, so that's what I thought it was, like my body just doing weird stuff again, but it actually started getting worse. So at that moment in training, my memory for this is kind of blurry, so you have to allow me. I was standing, I can't remember why I was standing still, but I was standing still in training, and I just lost all sense of balance, and my eyesight started going blurry, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm here like, whoa, just fall over. I've like completely fallen over, knocked out. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So I'm conscious, but I'm on the floor, and my head is spinning, and my eyesight is blurry, and I can't hear people properly, and my right ear is even more muffled than my left ear. So they take me back to the physio room, which is like where you basically it's kind of like our quote unquote infirmary, medical room, whatever. They lay me down on the bed, and I'm like, I can't hear anyone out my right ear. You need to speak to my left ear. And then they're like, can you see properly? And I'm like, sort of, but my head really hurts. I feel off balance. Like, I was explaining what I was feeling to them, and guys, I'm telling you, I'm dizzy beyond belief. Like, imagine spinning around 300 times. You would still not experience the dizziness I was experiencing. I promise you. My head felt like it had just been spun like a Beyblade, bro. I felt like, let it rip, and my head was gone. My head was gone. But I used to live on site at college, so I wasn't living with my parents. I was living on site with other people my age, but essentially like independent living. And basically the team that were instructed to supervise, we can't trust you to not die while you are by yourself, so we're gonna send you home. And I was like, cool, that makes sense. Like, I don't know what's really gonna happen over the next few days, but that makes sense, so you can send me home. So long story short, I got sent home and it got worse. Like, the condition kind of got worse. So I was laying in bed and it got to the point where I couldn't really walk. Like, the bathroom, I've moved rooms since, so right now my room's downstairs, but I used to be upstairs. My bathroom was literally around the corner from my room, and I would like need help to get to the bathroom to do basic stuff like go to the toilet and brush my teeth and stuff like that. Like, I was really wobbly. Like, I would be leaning on the wall, or I'd be like stumbling over my step. Like, it was really, really bad. You'd think I'd just like come out of a coma or come back from space or something. Like, it was crazy. For a few weeks it was like that. It was absolutely mental, and I was just like, I'm actually gonna die. I'm going to be dying. I didn't think like, oh shit, like I wasn't panicking, but in my head I was like, I may actually die right here. And I know usually when you get ill, and I know some people go, oh, I'm really gonna die, but no, like at this time I felt like I was gonna die, bro. Like, I thought like my body is basically just shutting down on me. So my mom took me to the hospital anyway, because she saw that my condition wasn't exactly getting better. And my doctor goes, I remember this so clearly, my doctor looks at me and they go, are you okay? What? Why would I be here if I was okay? But obviously I didn't say that out loud. I was just like, oh no, I'm not, like, this is what's wrong, But in my head I was like, what kind of stupidity have I just been questioned with? You're meant to have a degree in this, and you are asking me if I'm okay. Would I be here if I was not okay? But I digress. I was like, no, this is what's happening. I basically, like, my vision was still blurry at this time as well. Like, it wasn't completely blurred out, but imagine if, I don't know how to put it, like, you know when you have water in your eyes, it was that kind of blurry. I didn't have to explain it. But it just, and I had a massive headache. I was getting migraines all the time. It was absolutely annoying, atrocious, appalling. It was all the above. They're like, cool. They didn't actually say cool, but they said, okay, I'm going to run a few tests on you. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I was a sickly child, so I'm used to the doctor. Like, I always used to be in and out of hospital anyway. So the hospital's nothing new to me. They need to do this, they need to do that to check certain things about me. I'm like, cool, whatever. Do what you need to do, innit? They get out this, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a microscope for your air. I don't know if anyone knows, like, I feel like people know about this, but I don't know if anyone knows about this. It's like a microscope for your air. It's like a stem and then a microscope, and it's really pointed at the end so it can fit in your ear, and he gets it, and he looks into my ear like this, and he's staring into my ear, right? He's staring into my ear, people. He's staring, and he's like, it's in my ear, so you can't really move around much, but he's giving it a little wiggle in there. He's really trying to have a real look in there. And in my head I'm like, I hope my ears are clean, because if there's a bunch of earwax in the way, I'm gonna feel like the biggest dickhead. He pulls it out. He goes, okay, turn. He does the same thing to my other ear. So now he's looking through that one. He's like, and he stops looking in my ear, right? And he goes, a bunch of fluid build up behind your ear. And I'm like, what? In my head, I'm like, this is a foreign concept to me. How is there water in my ears? I haven't gone swimming in months. How the hell is there water in my ears? It's not like he fell in there from the shower. He goes, there's fluid build up behind your ears, and that's what's causing all these problems. And I'm like, okay, how does that work? And he's like, because your sinuses, which apparently are connected between like my nose and my eyes and my ears. I don't know the exact specifics of it because I don't do biology, so I don't know the exact specifics of it. But apparently my sinuses were filled with fluid, and it was throwing off my balance, which is why it was throwing off my balance, because it was making my head more weighted on one side, making my smell all funny. It was making my eyes all funny. It was making my ears muffled. It was making my taste all off. It was doing the most to me. A little bit of fluid in my sinuses was absolutely devastating my body. It was devastating me, man. I couldn't believe it. I was taken down by like this much. I was taken down by fluid, man. Couldn't believe it. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, so that happened. He gave me a little nasal spray, which I have to this day. It comes on my prescription now. But he gave me some Beckernaise aqueous nasal spray. That's what this is. And essentially, he was basically like, shove it up your nose, spray it twice, each nostril. When you wake up, when you go to bed, and in a few weeks, you'll be great. And in my head, I'm like, so I sniff this 4 times a day, and it fixes the fluid by putting more fluid in my body. I really didn't get it, guys. I don't question medicine, though. I just feel like he knows what he's talking about. So he must know because he prescribed it to me. I hope he does, otherwise he could just kill me. But here I am today. The spray actually works. So thanks to that doctor for helping me out and, you know, not letting me believe that I was going to slowly be muted to death by water in my sinuses. Anyway, that's what happened. And that is a story of how I ended up losing all my senses for a while. I keep getting these voice cracks. That is how I ended up losing all my senses for a while. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. I'm sorry I'm bringing this to you instead of Warzone gameplay or anything. If you guys like it, let me know. It's my voice cracks one more time, I swear to God. If you guys like this style of video, definitely let me know in the comments. I can definitely do more. I have loads of stories to tell. Absolutely loads happened, and you're getting this because the man them didn't want to play Warzone with me at all this week. So I don't really have much gameplay because I don't like playing solos. So yeah, if you guys enjoy me like branching out and telling stories and stuff like that, just let me know down in the comments. Let me know by liking the video. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and let me know so I can make more of these videos as well as the normal videos. I can probably get this out to you as well as the other videos, like 2 videos a week now. S-Rank doing 2 videos a week now. Let me know, guys. Last video did so well, guys, as well. I'd like to thank all you guys immensely because that video absolutely destroyed every other video I've made by far. Like, I don't even know the views on it right now, but thank you so much, guys, for the support on that last video. It genuinely means the world to me. I can't explain it enough, but thank you so much for the support on that video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe like I said, and without further ado, I'm out, man them.